Tonight on the Collector's Outpost, we're taking a look at Civilized Sabers Quad Star blade. Some say that this custom lightsaber blade might be the brightest blade out there.
Oh my god, dude, I never saw red hit 15,000.
My god, it's bright! It houses 500 LEDs. Is this the brightest blade you can get? Let's find out tonight on the Collector's Outpost. Before running some tests, let's understand what a Quad Star blade is. The average blade that you can get out there has 2 strips of LEDs. They are glued together and they have no core, which is fine because 2 strips of LEDs do not really need any kind of support in the core. For blades like a Tri-Star or this Quad Star, you're going to need core support because the LEDs are going to need to sit on something. This is the 3D printed quad core. Each side will have LEDs attached to it. This will also add a lot of support for the middle because you can't just have LEDs flapping around in there. Now these are smaller than the average LEDs in a blade. This will add more pixels per inch, resulting in fuller all-around color coverage and at a higher resolution. They are then attached to this Civilized Sabers custom PCB, then diffused with multiple layers of diffusion to spread out and soften the light as much as possible. So tonight we're running a simple brightness test with a lux meter. We'll be comparing a standard 2-strip blade, a KR pixel blade which also has 2 strips, and putting them up against the custom 500 LED quad core blade from Civilized Sabers. We're simply looking for the brightest blade you can get. What is lux? Lux is a simple standard measurement of light intensity. It is normally measured 1 meter away from a 1 by 1 meter surface. The light that hits the surface will determine its intensity, its lux value. The main brightness test, we're going to be using a Xeno V3 with a fully charged 18650 battery. That is the typical battery that will come with all of your lightsabers. This might not be the 100% scientific way of doing it, but we're simply going for light meter readings. This is the standard blade in red. Alright, it looks like we're getting around 9 lux out of the red standard blade. Let's move over to green. Alright, it looks like we're getting right around 31 lux out of the standard green. Moving over to blue. Looks like we are getting about 40 lux out of the standard blue. And moving on to white. White will basically be all 3 colors on at once. We are getting 45 lux out of white. I'll leave the results for each blade over here on the top left. Moving over to the KR blade. Let's see what we get. You will see that the light will fluctuate just a little bit, so I'm going to round each lux just down. If you see 3.3 lux, I'm just going to round it down to 3. Alright, we have about 14.8.9 lux coming out of the KR red, so I'm just going to put down 14 lux for this one. Moving on over to the green. Looks like we're getting about 35 and a half, about 35 and a half lux. So we'll put down 35 for green KR. Moving on over to the blue. Blue is my absolute favorite color. So we are getting a reading of about 52 lux out of the KR blue. Moving on over to the white. We are getting a lux reading of about, looks like around 36 lux coming out of the white KR. So it looks like overall the KR blade did better than the standard in pretty much everything but the white. Now let's move on over to the Quad Star blade. This has 500 LEDs inside it. Will this be the blade of your dreams? Will it beat out the standard and the KR blade? Let's check it out. Alright, here we go. We are zeroed out in the room, and we're going to light up the red Quad Star. So it looks like we're getting about 21 lux out of the red Quad Star. That is quite better than both of the other blades. Here's the green. Let's see what we get. We are reading at about 47 lux. That is pretty awesome. Here's the blue, my favorite color. We are reading pretty much around what the KR blade was. A little bit brighter. This is reading at 54 lux. And how about the white? The white is reading at about 42 lux. Now it is quite interesting to see that the standard blade actually beat out both the Quad Star and KR Pixel blade in white. I didn't exactly expect that, but maybe it's because there are less pixels in there and it's not consuming as much power, and the other two are consuming more power, and it's dimmer because all of the LEDs are now on, so maybe the battery's pulling back a little bit. It's very hard to say, I really don't know, but these are the readings that you see here that I'm getting. Alright, let's play a game. I will put all three blades on the screen in random order. They won't be in the same spot every time. I'll give you a second to think, and then I'll label each one. See if you get it right. Okay, can you tell? Here's the answer. Let me know in the comments how many of you got the red correct. Okay, I moved the blades around. Let me know what you think is what. Did you figure it out? Here's the answer. All right, let's do one more and see how you do. Here's green. So what do you think? All right, here's the answer. All right, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it got you some answers. I will do a runtime test in a future video, so drop down, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for upcoming videos. And let me know what you think of the Quad Star blade down in the comments. I'll see you all in the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.